Okay, so we're going to be jumping into our next topic, and that is the Millennium Tower.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so do you know about this? The Millennium Tower?
Yes.
Okay.
The Millennium Tower, that is the Leaning Tower of Millenniums.
It is the Leaning Tower Millenniums. So this is crazy. Okay, let me paint this picture. We've been talking about SF a lot. SF has a lot of problems. SF also has one of this major problem is that one of their buildings is tilting.
Yes.
And it has been tilting even after they fixed it.
Yeah.
So
Fixed it.
So this is a wild story. I want you to guess how much this building is worth and how big this project was.
Oh, I
okay,
don't know.
I'll tell you. It was
Yeah.
$100 million that they did for this building.
Whoops.
Yeah. So it is been marred, or just in general, it has been leaning. They had tried to fix this problem, but it after the fix, it is still leaning now. And it is, like, I believe, leaning to the west now. And
Yes.
they have to invest more money now to get it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, they did build it on a landfill.
It's
So,
oh my
I
god.
don't know what you expect there.
So I want you to guess why this might be a bad reason. On why it might be bad that it's tilting.
Well, because then they get tilted when they've liked and subscribed to this video.
God. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. You got me there. Actually. Okay. Yes. Like and subscribe. If you like this content, we do videos. You know, we do about this podcast. We do stories.
Yes.
Okay. So why do you think this might be an issue?
Might be an issue. I think it's because they sold all of these like condos in there and like rooms.
Yeah.
And they're not cheap. So now these people with like these expensive rooms are in a building that might fall down because like think about like where it is. Like it's in California with earthquakes and your building is already tilting.
So, okay,
So-
yes.
Is
Yes,
that
you're
not where you
right.
wanna go?
That is right. So, apparently, let me get my notes here. Okay, so this building, if they're predicting that an earthquake eventually, California earthquakes, they're predicting that if an earthquake hits, which they're predicting within the next 30 years, a big earthquake is going to be happening.
Yes.
If this building, because it's tilting, it could potentially be red tagged.
Oh, this completely written off, eh?
Yeah, so red tagged, for you guys who don't know, essentially means that this building becomes unsafe. It becomes, you're not able to live in it. You're not able to do a lot of
You
stuff
can't
in
occupy it.
So if a big earthquake hits, there's a 20% chance that this building might get red tagged.
I believe it.
Which means that it will not be able to, you will not be able to be in this building, which is insane to think about because they spent so much money on it.
Yeah, like I saw some videos or like explaining why, and it's like basically they built a like concrete like boat, and it's like sitting on this thing that's now like riding on top of garbage.
Yeah.
That's like it's slowly like sinking because it's
They put pillars in the ground to stabilize this building.
yeah.
But now they have to do it like it's insane what they're doing to try to keep this building like stable, and they're still not able to do it.
No.
But it's the possibility of it even being like red tagged and being unsafe and like to be in this building is insane because it's like it's in San Francisco, one of the like most like expensive places to be in, like you mentioned. It's like
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to even think about.
Yeah, because I mean, like when you buy a condo, you're effectively buying a just a room in a building, and you pay upkeep and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, I don't know if I would feel safe to be in a building where
Tilting?
that's
Yeah.
tilting. Like it's just constantly like ever so slightly like millimeters, maybe even like less than a millimeter, like tilting every single day. You know,
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I would not feel safe.
No.
Personally, I would not feel safe, and it is expensive. It is expensive. It feels like it is unsafe. It feels like the people there have a real concern, and just even
like
the people, like the buildings around. I mean, like I wouldn't be safe if I had some.
the
close by.
buildings next door, yeah. Because like if you think about it too, like there's a 20% your investment in this building or your house will get destroyed.
That's insane. That's a large
that's
percentage.
a big percentage to like have like based on a chance, you know. And
it's crazy. That's a lot. Yeah.
It's like, oh, sorry, your house is no longer. You can't go to your house anymore. It's like, why not? And it's like, well, the building could collapse at any point. Like,
oh God,
really?
Yeah. It is. It's crazy because I mean, like, you don't hear this a lot, really. I mean, like, it's probably like maybe more common than I think, but it's.
I feel like it'd be more common in New York City, where like a lot of New York City is also similar to
But they're not
SF.
on the fault line, though.
Well, as in like where they're building on top of potentially trash.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, true.
So like in for those who don't know, in New York and these other coastal cities, they actually filled in a lot of the land. Instead of having like dirt and like stone underneath it, they put trash in it to fill it up.
Yeah.
And then once they fill it up, they build stuff on top of it. So it's not exactly the most stable platform.
It's so crazy thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like when you
artificial land. It's artificial.
Yeah,
land,
artificial land, like the artificial islands in South, the Middle East.
Yes, the Middle East.
So,
That's
yeah,
crazy too. Thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah, which are also being returned to the ocean.
Oh, yes, you're right.
They're
Okay,
the Palm Tree Island.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The America Island, or no, the World Island.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, it just doesn't. I mean,
You're right.
In terms of like the original investment, it seemed like a great idea. In terms of like the projection of how SF real estate was going, in terms of the value proposition, like, oh, you get some really good real estate in the middle of SF, like right next to the financial district, basically. And now you're faced with like, oh, now it's a liability, completely a liability of like, oh,
that's a huge liability. That percentage is high.
Yeah, and it's a whole thing of like negative PR is not good in terms of like it scares away people who'd want to potentially buy it from you.
Yeah.
You might honestly be stuck with it.
This is all over the news, by the way. This
until
is legitimately all over the news.
My prediction is there's going to be a lawsuit at some point, and then to get their money back. At least to get their money back, if not recouped for their time or investment into it. Because like, if it does get red tagged, they're going to definitely sue because they're like, you sold us like a faulty building. Yeah. So I think the whole fixes are to avoid a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And putting their lives in danger.
That is crazy. Just even thinking about that, because
it's gonna be huge. Because it could be like, oh, I worried in my distress and like I can't sleep because
the building potentially. Yeah, if there's a huge earthquake. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but it's I don't know. They have a lot of problems.
Would you buy a room there?
I would not buy it.
How much would it cost for you to live in it?
If they pay me?
No,
I would not pay them.
Really?
No, I would not pay them to live there. That's insane. Like literally, SF is falling apart.
Maybe like 100,000 for a condo. That'd be all right.
Yeah, I mean, like it might. I guess if you want to live.
You paid $100,000 for a condo.
We went through this already. It's vacancies are up.
Yeah, but I mean,
San Francisco,
100,000.
all businesses are leaving. Westfield Mall. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. Westfield Mall is leaving. Century Theaters is leaving. Also, same video. All these people are leaving. Yeah, I don't know.
For the right price.
For the right price. I don't know. I guess if it was cheap enough. But at the same time, it's like the safety aspect is one of the major concerns.
Get a huge.
If a big earthquake hits and I'm not safe, it doesn't matter.
That is true. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.